the African Empire. They erased from history the voice of the Bay ancestors. Igbo, people say, a people without memory are a people without roots. Before the world you were taught, before the maps you were shown, Africa stood tall, not begging, not waiting, but ruling. This is the story they erased. Africa before the lie. They told us Africa had no civilization, that kings came from elsewhere, that knowledge was imported. But long before Europe woke up, Africa was already awake. From the Niger River, to the savannas of the Sahel, to the forests of Igboland, empires rose with order, trade, and law. In Igbo land, leadership was shared. In Mali, power was centralized. Different systems, same greatness. The great empire, one empire, shook the world with gold. The Mali Empire, its wealth flowed through African hand, not stolen. Not out of peace and you with free gold, salt, and knowledge. At its height, Mali controlled trade routes that fed Europe and the Middle East. And then came a man history could not silence. Mansa Musa, the king they couldn't hide. Mansa Musa, a king so wealthy, his journey to Mecca broke economies. As he traveled, he gave gold freely, so much gold that cities fell into inflation. Yet, he was not just rich. He built schools, libraries, mosques. Timbuktu became a city of book when others still burned knowledge. This was Africa, but the story frightened them. The silencing of African history. So the silence began. Maps were redrawn. Stories were shortened. Empires were reduced to footnotes. Africa was renamed Dark. Not because it lacked light, but because its light was dangerous. Igbo people say, when a man fears your voice, he covers your mouth. Nigeria before colonialism, before Nigeria was a name. There were nations. In Igboland, power was shared. No king ruled alone. The people decided, elders, councils, age grades. Justice was not written in books. It lived in the people. In Benin, bronze spoke history. In Oyo, cavalry ruled land. Africa did not lack systems. It had many. Erasure is not forgetting. They tried to erase us from books, but they could not erase memory. Story survived in songs, in beads, in Jigida rappers, in proverbs, in Igbo homes. History was spoken, not written. Why this story matters today, a people who believe they were nothing will accept anything. But a people who remember cannot be ruled by lies. Africa's future depends on its memory, and memory is power. Final truth. The echoes remain. They erased Africa from history books, but they could not erase Africa from time. Empires fall, stories sleep, but echoes remain. Next episode, coming soon. This is only the beginning. The next episode is coming soon. Echoes of Time Studio.